Good evening, ladies, as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Darkest Dungeon, not sucking. Let's go ahead and start our next mission. One of the nice things about the Bounty Hunter class, although it's not like a top-tier character in my opinion, he can go anywhere thanks to Finish Him. It's a skill that can be used from anywhere to target anybody with no damage penalty. Even has a bonus. So, if you need someone at the front, you can put him on the front. If you need someone in the back, because you don't have a support, you can put him in the back. And it's a nice character to have in your roster. Now, I've got two of them. I don't think I'm going to have two in the end. It's just I just took everybody. But I'm happily going to throw out this Occultist, and I'll also happily throw out the Bounty Hunter for someone who actually fits better. I'm looking for, looking for another Hellion, or I'm looking for a Leper. It'd be nice to have a Leper as well. Two Hellions would be good to have. I'm fine with one Crusader. I find that as the game goes on, the Crusader becomes less and... Oh, shoot, hang on a minute. That might not be the mission I wanted. The Crusader becomes less and less attractive. So we gotta decide a mission here. I can do another short mission. Now that I've actually been able to buy skills and upgrade a couple of skills, I could try for a medium one. So there's a medium one to scout and a medium one to kill all rooms. The scouting one has a thing, which is worthless, but the scouting missions I find are typically easier because you know exactly what you're going to need to do. There is also a mission in the Weald, and I'm actually going to grab this one because I just like to go for papers as much as I can. Papers, 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 and I think this team is good enough to hang out in the Weald. Granted, the medium mission has more gold attached, but this has more papers, and I just want to get rolling on that. I think probably optimally you'd want to go for the medium mission here if you're playing super optimally, but I just personally like to get as many papers as I can. So we're going to provision. Now, a quick word on provisioning. I think that it is worth looking in the wiki for the Darkest Dungeon to see what all the different interactable objects are and see what's worth taking. For example, I'm actually going to take 2 shovels into the Weald because they have those graves that you can dig up with the shovel. Of course, if you dig up a grave using your last shovel and then you find a barrier, that really, really sucks. I'm also going to take bandages into the Weald. I don't take them into the ruins, but there's the skeletons that pop up sometimes, and you can use the bandages to get those. I will not take the herbs. There's really nothing worth using herbs on. In the ruins, you've got the alchemy tables and the sarcophagi, not the sarcophagi, the Iron Maidens, but in the Weald, you don't actually have either one of those. There are the pigs that you can disinfect, but that just gives you food, which I don't really need because I'm going to buy food up front. There is one thing that you can use holy water on, and then keys. There's the luggage that you can use the keys on. Also, if you ever find any room, this can happen in any of the locations that has an heirloom chest, the key both gives you more treasure and ensures that you don't get trapped in the chest. Let's go ahead and grab, we got a Crusader and a Vestal, so I don't think I'll just stick with 4 torches. So going low in the bank should be fine, because I doubt I'll fail this mission. If I do fail it, I should still get enough money back that I can fund the next one. And you can always go on a budget run, so if you ever are just totally strapped for cash, you can always just start a mission with nothing but food and torches. Okay, not the greatest layout. I'm going to have to backtrack twice. Like I said before, I don't like to skip rooms, because it's great if it ends up being the case that there's no battle in that room. But it sucks if it turns out that you have to go all the way back to get it. Alright, didn't really get any loot from the way there, so I hope that this is a fight. Otherwise, I just sort of wasted my shovel for nothing. Yeah, well, maybe I should take risks. I mean, backtracking is not the worst thing in the world, but there is a risk that you'll end up starving if you do that. So we just lost a shovel. Didn't get anything except for a couple of busts. Busts are good, I guess, eventually. Alright, so trekking on. I already have to eat. That's a little bit worrying. Do I use my last shovel on this grave? Sure. Hopefully there won't be any more barriers. Pretty good haul. Lots of money and 2 papers. I guess I'll take some health and stress damage if that's what it has to come to. Really hoping that I can scout in this room, because if I scouted out this room on the left, I'd know if I could skip it or if I had to go to it. Nope, no scouting. So yeah, we're gonna go here. I already had to eat half of my food. This is one thing I wish made more sense. I really wish it made more sense when you eat, because it just seems totally random. I mean, there are times where there'll be like a whole mission goes by and I never have to eat. And then sometimes, like here, it's just like you go out for a second and you have to eat already. Alright, we did come up against monsters here, so it's good that I went here. Don't think it's worth marking any of these guys. So, when you have a choice between Collect Bounty and Finish Him, they're both very similar. If the monster's not stunned for Finish Him, or if the monster's not marked for Collect Bounty, then they're basically the same thing. Except Collect Bounty has a higher crit chance, and it's a little bit more limited where it can be used from, but, you know, you might as well go for the extra 2% crit chance. So we whack. This thing's left with 10 health. For these fights with the artillery and the scratchers, I like to try to kill the scratchers first. The artillery don't do as much damage, so I think it's worth it to get these guys taken care of. Okay, let's see. Dazzling Light, I think, is the move here. Nobody needs healing, so I might as well stun one of them, stop them from attacking. Who do I stun? Let's get to work on this guy. Oh, never mind. Well, I got some torch level, but that's about it. So I was just about to say, as long as they don't crit, these guys aren't that big of a deal, but the crits are pretty severe, so that's unfortunate. Hopefully this isn't 2 crits in a row. Getting critted twice in a row really, really blows. Right, didn't quite get a grape shot kill on this scratcher. I needed 1 more damage. Luckily, my highwayman got to go twice in a row. By the way, that's just a bit of rules you should know about. If it ever seems like a character goes twice in a row, they're really not. It's just that they were last to go in the previous round and first to go in the subsequent round. I could have killed this thing. Then that would have saved 3 damage, so it all comes out in the wash. Alright, so let's finish that guy off. And now these guys are going to start doing Escape Cloud, which blights the people in the front row. It's not too much damage, so it's not the end of the world. Let's finish that thing off. And now I do want to try to get some healing done by the Crusader and by the Vestal, because these Escape Clouds I'm not that concerned about, especially because you resist the blight a lot. Alright, well, you can take a grape shot at the artillery. That shouldn't kill them. There's a risk now that this guy actually will kill off the artillery. I don't know if the mark counts as a combat skill for the purpose of not incurring a stress penalty. I'm not sure. But I don't want to dick around with it if I don't have to. Oh my god, I forgot to change skills. Yeah, that's great. I totally forgot to change, so I'm going to not be able to heal up this guy's stress with my inspiring whatever. Shoot. Well, in that case, let's just kill it. That's too bad. Okay. Well, good news is you can at least change skills when you're in a dungeon, so there's that. Stunning Blow, I think, is a trap. I just don't think it's worth it. You're better off either killing something with Smite, killing 2 things with Accusation, than stunning something. Stunning is better to use the Vestal on. Okay, more money, good. Let's see, I got that guy's skills updated. I just forgot to update other people's. Whoops, a daisy. Alright, better late than never, so there's that, and that. Good thing we backtracked to this room. The mission didn't end, so there's going to be at least 1 more room. I shouldn't have to eat more than once. If I have to eat 3 times in this mission, that's just going to be obnoxious. Maybe backtracking causes you to eat more, because I did backtrack both times. Like, I've only technically gone once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times. I've definitely done that, at least that much, and, like, not had to eat before. So perhaps backtracking has something to do with it. Hard to say. Yeah, if I have to eat any more, we're going to take some... Well, the health damage shouldn't matter, but the stress damage is an unfortunate thing. Alright, here's another fight. This is actually a pretty tough fight. There's a lot of health to get rid of in this fight. Okay, my guy got pushed, so this is why you need to have Holy Lance on your Crusader. Otherwise, this guy wouldn't be able to do anything. As it is, he can at least kill some things. I'm going to do Dazzling Light, because this is a lot of damage that I'm going to take if these guys all start attacking. So I'm going to try to limit that a little bit. Stressful Incantation, it's annoying because it lowers the light level and causes stress, but at the very least it's not dealing too much damage, and I could run into problems with health if this is not the final battle. Okay, can I... So this guy's stunned, I'm not worried about him. I might be able to kill off the Acolyte. Can't use Collect Bounty on her, but my damage is high enough to kill if I get a good roll. Let's try it. Alright, I think that was worth it. Whew, okay, so Holy Lance on the other Acolyte. Holy Lance seems to miss a lot, but I know that that's just me being psychologically tricked. I know it doesn't actually have any smaller chance of landing than any other skill. Ah, that's unfortunate. That's going to be extra damage to my weakest guy. Oh, the dodge! Very important. Eldritch Pull. The AI is pretty much non-existent for push and pull abilities. They're just like, they just basically use it randomly, it seems. So, I don't know, it might be prohibitively difficult, I suppose, for them to program that into the game, but it is pretty noticeable. Alright, I didn't get lucky. I was hoping my guys would go before theirs, so I could get a free heal. There's a crit for some stress relief. Very nice. And I hope this doesn't kill them both. And it doesn't. Very good. So let's mark him. Hopefully that actually counts as dealing damage, so we can start to do a bit of healing here and gain my light level back. Alright, Crusader's got plenty of health, so I'm totally fine with him getting hit. Let's try to heal up some more. Basically healed all 3 of these guys by 4, which is pretty solid. And sure, we'll take a shot. If it kills him, it kills him. If not, Crusader could have done some more healing, that's fine. Got another shovel, so if there is another barrier, at least I can get through it. There's another fight there, and there could still be a fight in that room back there. So this, luckily, is a very easy fight. In fact, I'm actually just going to heal more, because these guys can die in basically one hit. Alright, so he spawned... Oh god! Oh my god! That's significant. Huh. You don't say. Well then. Maybe I should have used a stunning ability. Alrighty. Well, I think we gotta kill off the little guys before we try to kill off the big guy, if possible. Okay, got one of them. Man, why don't these things use that skill all the time? That's like the best skill. It spawns this gigantic ass thing. I don't even know how good of a combatant that thing is. Okay, well, I think we're going to use Judgment to finish off the little one and heal the priest, because she does need healing. And let's try Flashbang. Oh, this thing has a stun resist of 75%, so I got a 50-50 chance of stunning it. Worth it. I think it's worth it. It resisted. Balls. So now... should I do this? Damage minus 20, damage minus 25. This is a higher crit. Let's go for the crit. Alas. It does not have to be big slime. I hope it doesn't deal a lot of damage. Oh, that dealt a lot of damage. Alright, so the priest is going to have to go on healing duty for that bounty hunter. Oh, never mind. The crit finished it off, so that's good for the stress relief. The bounty hunter is in a bit of tough shape. We do still have another fight coming up. So the bounty hunter might die. Okay, so the move here, I think, is let's just... eat the food for this bounty hunter and then take it. There's a tree trunk. Nothing there. Okay. What I'm going to do is I am actually going to light a torch to stop the monsters from having extra damage. And I guess I might as well light the other torch as well to maximize my odds of surprise. I do have another bounty hunter, so if this one dies, it's not the end of the world, but I'd prefer it if he didn't. This is a tough fight, generally. Gonna go for one of these guys. I'm gonna go for the cutthroat, hopefully with grape shot. We can finish this guy off fast. He deals the most damage. The Fusilier deals damage kind of spread across, you know, the whole team. As long as the Fusilier doesn't crit, he's not a big deal, but the cutthroat deals some significant damage. Alright, got a decent chance of killing him here. On the nose. So he never dealt damage. I think that was better than healing off the bounty hunter, because healing the bounty hunter would have saved me, like, what, 3 to 5 health, but killing off that thing would have saved me more. Grape shot blast, get to work on the guy in the back. He can still keep on doing blanket fires, but I think it's okay, because as long as, again, it doesn't crit, I'm not too worried about it. I'm not going to use a bandage because I don't need to, and there might be a curio later on that requires a bandage. And the Crusader's got plenty of health. Okay. Sure, let's mark him and then start using the collect bounty thing, because that's more fun. Alright, we're going to go for the group heal, because although the bounty hunter is damaged pretty significantly, everyone else is damaged as well, so I might as well do more total healing that way. Pretty glad he hit her, because now I can use the group heal again, and it will not be wasted on anyone. Alright, well, he's at 14 health, so... another hit from the bounty hunter should kill him with that mark on it, on the guy. Unfortunate. So everyone's going to bleed a whole lot now. Oh, they resisted. How nice. Collect bounty. Let's see how this does. Wow. Double the damage to 10. Not impressed, game. Not impressed. You can set up some kind, you know, you can set up all kinds of synergies, I guess, with the bounty hunter. Like, you can have the occultist put a mark on somebody. Or you're going to have 2 bounty hunters, 1 marks, and they both go to town. But I've just honestly found that there is no need for any of these sorts of tactics. You can just kill stuff pretty easily. Okay, let's collect a bounty. Ah, very nice. That extra 2% crit chance might have made the difference there. She pushes. I'm pretty much always happy when they use the push rather than the stressful incantation, because the push is almost never relevant with this team. Sometimes if they push a leper, if you have a leper, lepers can only do anything from the first 2 positions, so if those get pushed away, that kind of sucks. But in general, when I don't have a leper, I don't care about the push. Let's keep on healing, because the mission didn't end, so there is a fight in this last room. I do want to try to get some health back here. And there is a pile of bones here, so it's good that I saved that bandage. Alright, we'll heal up the bounty hunter. Even though he doesn't need as much stress relief as the priest, he could use some more health relief. Okay. Stressful incantation. Oh, unfortunate. Well, I'm going to do a test. I'm going to find out if this counts as stalling, if this prevents you from being labeled as stalling for time. So we're going to use Inspiring Cry, who now, on the bounty hunter, who now needs the most health and the most stress relief. Gonna group heal in preparation for the final battle. I do take some more stress, sure, but that's fine. Actually, I was planning to buy, like, just waste the Highwayman's move, but he did he even get a chance to go? I don't think he actually got a chance to go. Alright. 1 damage shy of killing the cultist acolytes, so we get more healing all around. Now, I was told this is a bad habit to, you know, kind of do this stuff and get extra healing, but I found that even at the higher levels, even when you're playing veteran missions and stuff, sometimes, depending on what monster you're fighting, you can absolutely do this trick of just taking more time to heal. If you are at the end of the battle and the monster that you're fighting against isn't that significant. I don't think that ever goes out of style. You just have to be a little bit careful with it. Alright. Move resist is just the most worthless thing. I don't know why anyone would ever want it. It's as good for you as often as it is bad for you. And all the move resist items always come with this like really bad drawback, or like a drawback that's just absolutely not worth the occasional move resistance. This is actually my least favorite enemy in all of the Weald. The dogs, you'll notice, have a really high speed and a really high dodge, so you miss a lot, and they often go before your team. It's actually quite fortunate that we surprised them here. That's going to make this a lot easier. I find that they dodge a lot of attacks and overall are a very annoying group of monsters to deal with. So let's go for the Judgment. This could kill it in 1 blow, and if nothing else, it'll soften it up for the Grape Shot. Or it can just be a miss. Be a miss. I really hope this guy dies up front. Okay, he dies, good. Dealt over half damage on these. Now a good Zealous Accusation here will kill these off. Perfect. Okay, so this is way easier than it would have been had I not gotten that surprise. Dogs also have a chance to give you rabies, which is a negative quirk officially in the game, but it's actually a positive thing in my opinion, because I will totally take 20% extra damage in exchange for -10 accuracy. In fact, does somebody in my team already have rabies? Not him. Not him. Definitely not him. Was it the priest? Yeah, it was the priest, who doesn't really matter. Okay, maybe that's why she's missing so much. Anyway, don't forget to put your keys in the heirloom chests, because again, that guarantees you don't get a trap, and it also means you get more stuff. It all actually fit in the inventory. Wow, cool. So we're done here. Nothing else to do. I went through every single path. And it's over. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to stick around for the middle management, let's go ahead and do that. Wow, that was a pretty good haul of papers. 14 papers is fan-friggin-tastic. Hopefully we get some quirks that aren't bad. This is a decent one, actually. It can help with your food situation. That's okay, I suppose. That's pretty irrelevant. And this is actually really, really good. So great. Although it's the bounty hunter, so who cares? So, first thing we always do is look at the coach to see if we can get some stuff. Oh, this person... Sometimes people disappear when you send them drinking. So that sucks, because I would have actually liked to use this Hellion on the next battle. I don't want to have to keep using the Crusader and the Bounty Hunter. Well, I don't want to have to keep using the Bounty Hunter. Luckily I got, wow, hit the dream jackpot here. So goodbye Occultist, goodbye Bounty Hunter. And now the question is, do I get rid of the other Bounty Hunter who's already level 1? Or do I spend some of my precious papers upgrading the barracks to increase my roster size? Well, let's take a look and see if I can, how much it's going to take me to get my armor. Ah, well, okay. So if I upgrade the roster, I still have exactly enough papers to be able to also upgrade my armor smithing capabilities. So yeah, let's do that. We're going to get the armor upgrades, and then we'll also upgrade the coach. So let's see. Not going to be using a bounty hunter here. Let's keep going with the priest. She's okay. Let's get this guy ready. And let's bring them all in. This is very nice. I will in fact take all of the Hellions and spend 4 precious papers to upgrade my roster size. Okay, let's go to the guild. I got going over here. I can actually make it cheaper to upgrade. That's great. I will do that. Again, I think it's worth it to kind of go halvesies on this. The bounty hunter, we'll leave him alone for now. Renault is good to go. This guy's good to go. She's good to go. He needs to get up to speed on the skills. These guys are level 0, but I might need to purchase the correct skills for them. So we definitely want the Yop, and if it bleeds, definitely want... Okay, I gotta be careful here. We're running a bit low on money. We're gonna get her up to speed a little bit later. So we'll save these guys for now. Let's just get Medley going with the proper skills. So the next mission, we're gonna do Medley, the Crusader, and keep these guys going. Try to get people up to level 3. One other strategy that you could use is try to like go everyone equally. What I found is that having like an A team and a B team doesn't really work. With stress, it just throws too many things out of whack if like one person has to, you know, take a mission out and the others don't. So you can kind of just get everybody up to speed about equally. That makes it easiest for you. But I like to race one team up high and then have another team I can use for the cheap missions, because I find that even once I have a veteran team, there are many times when I want to use when I want to go on an apprentice mission. So it's nice to have people who are lower level and will take longer to get cut up to speed. That's also why it's nice to upgrade your roster. Eventually I will upgrade the roster to the fullest, simply because that way you can always have you know, or at least you can expand the amount of time that you're able to have apprentice characters, even while developing a really solid roster of veteran characters. And I hope this Fitz person comes back. Maybe that's the problem with the bar. It's just, you always lose people because they're passed out drunk. I wish it would just tell you where they were. Anyway, we don't need any stress relief. I could send Mallory in, but that's not worth the money. So let's go ahead and see what the next mission is going to be. I can get some paintings here, but I just rather would go for the papers. 6 papers on a medium mission in the Weald with a good team. Is this worth it? Oh, let's see. Minus damage plus crit. That's actually probably not worth it. So yes, we'll go for the papers here on the medium mission. That'll be the next video. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I'll see you again soon. Take care.